Hello guys, good morning, welcome back to the channel. It's actually about midday here, so it's not really morning. But anyway, in the last video you would have seen me mowing some grass. Today we're going to go and pick up that grass. John's already been up and baled it. It's been a bit of a busy morning here. We've had quite a lot on. I've been off spraying. We've just got ourselves ready here. So we've got the port equipped trailer on the 155, got the AW on the 6620. We've had to take the stock box off, so we've got that trailer. John's already gone off with Growler, which is our 54-55 Fergie, with another flatbed trailer. And the two bits of grass I cut, we're hoping we can get all the bales on these three trailers. So that's the plan. We're going to convoy up there. John's gone. I'm just waiting for Craig. He'll come down, pick up this trailer, and then we'll go on. And job will be a good one. So hopefully we'll see a bit of loading. We've got the wrapper set up on the other 6620 behind me here, and they'll be wrapped and stacked. So we can see a bit of the silage already because John brought one back in the baler with him. So this is just grass that's got ahead of the cows. You can see how much clover there is in it. Loads and loads. That was turned out yesterday. It was cut the day before, and it was also raked up yesterday evening. We were just worried it was going to dry out a bit, but that looks really nice, green, luscious silage, so that should be some good stuff. Anyway, I think I can hear Craig coming down, so we'll jump in the tractor, get ready to go, and we'll see you up there. Right, we've got Gus on board. Put his bed down for him. There you are, Gus. You spoilt dog. No, get down. Right, let's go. Now, I have recently taken a leaf out of the Dr. Phil handbook for executive travel, and I've been driving this tractor in its automatic transmission function, which, if you've been a long-term watcher of my channel, I've always said I don't like. But I had to play with some of the settings the other day on it, and I sort of changed the aggressiveness of the gear change and also at what point the gears change themselves, and I think I've got it about spot on. So now if I'm on a trailer, or if I'm on the road with anything, to be honest, the fert spreader or the sprayer, I'll stick the gear stick into auto and just cruise to wherever I'm going. Another thing whilst I'm sat here talking to you, a couple of people mentioned about the new camera and the image stabilization. And when I say a couple of people, what I really mean is Casto. Casto has mentioned the image stabilization on the new camera. It isn't as good as the GoPro. There's one area where the GoPro outperforms a lot of other cameras, is they are fantastic for stabilizing the image that you're shooting. And I guess that's what they have as one of their key performance indicators, because they're an action camera. You're out with them, you're hiking, you're biking and whatever. They had rubbish image stabilization, people wouldn't buy them. So no, I quite agree that this one isn't quite as good. I do need to either get myself a wide angle lens or get some way of holding it further away from me, because it's a very close up camera. But I do think the image quality is far superior. The microphone on it is one directional, so when the camera's looking at me like it is now, you'll be able to hear me fine. I just need to make sure that when I'm stood behind the camera pointing it somewhere else, that I'm loud enough so you guys can hear me still. It's always good when you go past the gate. You want to go in? I'll get right back round on myself. Suppose I could do is back in. That was probably the obvious choice from the start, to be honest. You're about to see some grade, well, I don't know, I was going to say grade A reversing, but you want to big it up before we get in there. Beautiful. All good trailer drivers enter the field backwards. So, we have a load of bales. We've got a dog herring round as well. Those guys are going to come next door now, I assume. John, you missed a bit. Lovely stuff, look. Phew. So, John's left his trailer out there with, I'm assuming, the correct amount of bales to go on it. And then he'll load up me and Craig here. We can head on back, and then we got the Manitou back home. We can unload them and start wrapping them. Handy thing about this trailer is it's got a strap box. So, get one here for Craig. He hasn't got a back lade on his trailer like we have here, so he'll want a strap on the back. Keeps them dry and clean. It's good.
Yeah.
That class is a slurry spreading, I think.
Yeah.
There you are, look. You only have one glove.
That bit will grow, won't it?
That bit will grow really well. I think John's gonna either put two on the other way or use to push them up. Just use it to push them up. That's Gus's sister, if anyone doesn't know. Tarka in net. My trailer started tipping, I thought, no. Oh, it's sensational stacking just at the moment. Stop those two going anywhere. So you can see I did the John Bowman finger test. It's not what it sounds like, but I reckon I've probably cut it a little bit short. It's very difficult with our front mower the way it works. To get it to cut up, it sort of just bounces and pushes, bends the grass over and nails it in the ground anyway. But it's what it is, it will grow back fine. I'm gonna get a strap for John because he'll want one on his trailer. We're lucky, we got lathes, we don't need them. Hello Gus. Bit dangerous for you outside, isn't it? Let's go in here. Oh, it's warm in here, dog. Right. John is over there stacking some bales in a heap. So, better go find him. So this is what I mean by the manual and auto gearbox. That's just automatic now, so it'll go up through the gears on its own. When I'm in the field, I tend to leave it in manual. Pick your gear then to what you're doing. I forget on this camera we can zoom. Zoom in, zoom out. So that's one line of bales on. Can't remember whether we get 5 or 6. We might even get one more, which would make it 6 in a line. Yeah, I think we do get 6. So he'll take that bale there, put it on that rope. Oh no, he's got one there. And then we'll sort of just follow him around the field as we load up. Now just whilst John's loading these couple bales up behind me here, thought I'd tell you about this. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that yesterday I cut my thumb pretty bad. Could have been a lot worse than it was. The pain was unbelievable. And when I look back at what I was doing, it could have been a lot worse. If you'd watched the mowing video that I put out, I think that was the video before this one, the kickstand broke for taking the mower off. And all I needed to do was put a new roll pin through a hole in the stand to keep the handle on. So I was doing that yesterday morning before I took the mowers off. And I had the roll pin in place and I went to hit it, the hammer, and I was holding on top of the handle with my right hand, hit the pin with the left one, and as I hit the pin, it released the tension on the spring and the spring spun back that the handle holds onto and trapped my thumb in a little V groove. So if you imagine a V groove, my thumb in the middle, and then this handle with all the pressure of the spring on it as well. I managed to pinch it right on the bend of your thumb, so right in there. And it pinched it and it just kept going, so it took a whole chunk of, well, a big flap of skin with it. And I also pinched myself 3 other places on my hand at the same time. So luckily Craig was in the yard, so he wrapped it all up and dressed it and cleaned it for me. But I've never been in the amount of pain, because I had it trapped there for a minute. I couldn't get it out. It was unbelievable. To the point where I started feeling sick and I went all sweaty and hot, like I was going to pass out. But I don't know what Craig did to it when he wrapped it up, because I went and played darts last night and I played the best I ever played. He must have some sort of magical healing power when it comes to dressing thumbs. Stay. Now, just whilst John is loading the last bale, I'll wait for him to do it. I need to put my brake pipe in. I didn't have that in on the way up here, just because this trailer's brakes are fairly good. Ideally, with that tractor, you'd have a weight on the back, because plenty heavy enough with a bale on the front, but because John's got a trailer, couldn't do that. You might use them. I'll have to back out, and I have to back in.
Yes, unless you go all the way round.
Yeah, I can't be asked to do all the gates.
Do you want me to see you out then?
If you be so kind. Right, we're good to go. Brakes are in. John's heading to the gateway. He's going to see us out onto the road because you can't see what you're backing onto blind. And then he's just got his 11 bales, I think, to load up. And he'll come back himself. So we've left him a strap on the post so he can strap the back of his down. He's got a rope as well, he said, so he's all set. Put the tractor into that tree. Right, head on back. I suspect Craig will have certainly got the wrapper going by the time we get back anyway. He might have wrapped a few of the bales he had on his load. What's the time? Well, it's lunch time. Might stop and have lunch. Right, we're back in the windy yard. I don't know why it's so windy here today, but it is. Bales are still on the trailer. We're going to have some lunch in a minute and then we'll take them off afterwards. The reason we don't wrap them in the field, one, because we have a wrapper that works at a stack. It's not a trailed wrapper. And two, you can see how much debris you pick up from the hedge and all this gets scratched on the way back. If you wrapped them, put them on the trailer and then brought them back, they'd be cut to pieces and you'd have to rewrap them here anyway. So that is why we bring them back like this, if we're bringing them back from away ground. This trailer is very good, it's very stable on the road, can take plenty of weight. And we've also had this done to all our trailers, well, we're working through them, Tilly Pass certificate, so that just means a mechanic from Masons who are authorised to do the Tilly certificate have come out, been through brakes, tyres, the brake lines, everything on it, and passed it all as okay. Right, just dropped the trailer down to Craig over there, so he's going to start wrapping the bales. I'm going to go with Phil over to Rowden, so Farm 2, and pick up a load of plastic, put on our flatbed truck trailer, and then we've got a load of plastic that we're going to take away in the morning. So me and Phil go over and do that, and then see how they're getting on when we get back. Right, just dropped the trailer down to Craig over there, so he's going to start wrapping the bales. I'm going to go with Phil over to Rowden, so Farm 2, and pick up a load of plastic, put on our flatbed truck trailer, and then we've got a load of plastic that we're going to take away in the morning. So me and Phil go over and do that, and then see how they're getting on when we get back. Hello.
Hello. How are you getting on with your new camera?
Love it.
It's better than the other one, is it?
Yep, got myself a little
I
rucksack.
was going to say, it just means you've got even more clobber to bring around with you.
Yeah, this one. The mind boggles for us to how that...
I think it's possibly the stud rotated. No, 'cause it's probably welded in.
No, it is a bolt.
Oh.
So you might be right.
Is that somehow just managed to jingle round?
It's witchcraft.
I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to put. Oh yeah, look, it is. Look, it's trying to turn. Look, there we are.
Hooray!
There. Yes, sort of like automatically turns itself into a possible knot. Right.
Should we put this back there?
Yeah. Front.
Yes, exactly that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well done, Phil. You stay there, sir. I'll just film John's backside.
That will attract the audience.
Something for the ladies?
Yeah. Right, you're free, Phil.
Really?
Phil a wheelie?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Fuck knows. Viewed?
No.
10
Pub?
He's playing cricket, he can't interfere with his...
I'm thinking the kids if I can't go turn up there to piss.
So Craig's cracking on with the wrapping. He's got a little remote in the cab of the Manitou so he can control the wrapper from there. So it will tip it up like that. He'll press another button and that'll tip it off onto there. He then has another bale ready to stick on that one, and then whilst that's wrapping, he'll stack the wrapped one, and the process continues. This trailer here is the one that's full of plastic. I say full, it's about half full. We'll tip all those bags that me and Phil brought back in there in the morning, and then we've got a few around the farm. There's a couple bits of pipe there, they can all go in. Fill that one up, and then Monday morning I will take that in to be tipped at our recycling place we take it to. So he's got 4 more bales on the trailer I bought back. He's done the trailer he bought back himself, and this got John's trailer full there too. I'm probably not going to be a lot of help to him, so I will go and find something else to do. I've got a load of paperwork I need to do in the office, which reminds me there's some paperwork in my tractor I need to take in and do as well. This should make really good silage. This will be used for any of the farm cattle, so none of the science cattle I have this, but when we bring the first few farm cattle in, if there's not enough in to warrant opening the silage pit, we can use this. Or if we've got the cull cows, if they need feeding, so they tend to stay in the same field now. Once they've gone out, if they need extra feed, we'll take these down. Any sheep that want any feed, that's the sort of stuff that is for. Northwick's entry into British Strongest Man. So thank you very much guys for watching today's video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, then please do think about subscribing to the channel. It's completely free. There'll be 2 videos a week for you all to watch. If you want to see any more of what goes on here at Northwick, follow the links in the description to all my other social media channels, and you can see a bit more daily stuff that goes on here. For now, thank you for watching. See you on another video very soon. Cheerio.